What's going on, Tech fans, man? What another major get for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets program. They keep their guy, bring him back home. Daiquan White, man, this kid is an absolute stud. I would have broke this news. I did put something on my Twitter, obviously, but I would have broke this via SI, but it's with the fam getting some food, man. So had to spend time with them, especially with holidays. It's tough. Be so busy, man. But, man, what a good get, man. Daiquan White's that dude. Now, in terms of his stats, right, this is how he looks last year per Football Focus. PFF played 660 snaps, 66.2 overall grade, including a 79.2 grade in run defense. That is elite right there. 2023, that was one of his best years, 69.5 overall grade and 558 snaps. And remember, he was the all right, my bad, y'all. He was the Eastern Michigan Newcomer of the Year, as you guys can see here by their site, and he was also an honorable mention freshman All-American named by College Football Network. So as you guys can see, had an outstanding year for them. Was fantastic, and going into the year, he was preseason all third team defense. So you could tell people was noticing his talent, man. So I mean, like I said, y'all, this is another major get. This kid can flat out play. Like I said, when we go back and look at the stats, and as y'all can see, what does Coach Corey Peoples want in the secondary? He wants hitters. Like all of those cornerbacks he has in the system, they are great in run defense, right? Securing the edge if it has to get bounced to their side, right? Look at Amari Harvey, not a big dude, but he's laying that lumber, right? He's being able to make big hits and make big time tackles. For them, Warren Burrell, same kind of thing, and he wants you to be pesky and plastering those receivers on the outside, man. So that's huge, great right there. When I got a chance to see him in high school, I was young. I was just getting into the industry, 2022, and I was very impressed just off of his physicality. You know what I'm saying? So when people ask, what is he going to bring? He's going to bring a physical cornerback to the flats. That is what you're getting, a hard hitter. And you know what I'm saying? And he comes from a great coaching staff. Let me say that first and foremost, from Creekside. Now, obviously, I know it's been a few years since he's played for them, but they coach up so many great players. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a chance to ever go visit that program, go down there to the swamp and go visit Creekside, man. It's a phenomenal place. Coach Dixon, you know what I'm saying, their coach down there, obviously Coach Terrell, like they got great coaches down there, man, and they hold these kids to a high standard and why they can ball on the next level, man. So comes back home, also had offers from Liberty, East Carolina, but I think he wanted to come home, man, and now he gets to go and perform at a high level here in Atlanta in the Flats, not that far from Creekside. Some of the Creekside staff can come see him, as I mentioned with Coach Dixon, obviously Coach Terrell, and everybody else. Can get a chance to come to Atlanta and come see him play at a high-end level. So, you know, that's what it was. His recruiting in high school should have been way better than what it was, in my humble opinion. Eastern Michigan is not a bad spot to be at, obviously, but I felt like he should have had way more upbeat offers similar to this one that he has right now. But this was a big get, right? Visited, obviously, December 12th. If he was following the timeline, he was there on campus yesterday. They must have liked him enough. Coach Peoples and him having that conversation. The secondary coaches there, and they're like, look, we want to bring you home. We want you to come play for us, man. So, like I said, a huge get. Now, we'll see. I know, obviously, the article, and Jackson does a phenomenal job. Talked about him adding depth, obviously, in the secondary. But I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. Like, Coach Peoples is going to have so many dogs, you know, when he's evaluating in the early spring window, in the spring window, in the summer, in summer camp, because all these kids can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at what he did with this class, with the Dalen Pinsons, the Tate Harrises of the world in the secondary, the Phoenix Feltons of the world, the Jaden Bars of the world, you know what I'm saying? These guys can play. And then you look at what he has coming back in the secondary with Clayton Powell-Lee. And I think this is going to be one of the better units in the ACC next year when you look at what they can do. Now, obviously, defensive line, we got to see what's going to happen with them as far as losing some guys, obviously, in the portal and bringing in the new talent. It's a few more unknowns, and that's been an area they've been struggling with. Now, remember, this team improved from like 120 to like 46 overall. You know what I'm saying? But now you bring in I think this is going to be the best secondary in the ACC. I would say the country, but it's hard to say that just this second because it's so early on with this talent. You got to see how it matures and matures together and the coaching and the scheme and how they play together. But this is going to be one of the best secondaries in the ACC. I'm going to go ahead and come out and say that right now. So, yeah, man, that's my thoughts. A major get, obviously, for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. I can't state it enough. You get a physical, lockdown cornerback, man, that can defend at a high level. Already has experience coming in. Coachable player, smart, intelligent. Kid is going to really, really make a difference, man. And when y'all see that secondary next year, and I think that's been one of the issues is like, man, we need more turnovers. We need to call more disruptive plays. Guys like him, Amari Harvey, Clayton Powell-Lee, Warren Burrell, if he's able to come back, Tay Harris, Jalen Pinson in there. These are going to be the type of players you see making big plays for the Yellow Jackets next year on the flats and guarding these top-end receivers they're going to have to end up facing. And obviously when Georgia Tech drops that schedule release, I'll get a full deep dive into that and give my thoughts about it and how it's going to look with everything. But shout out to Coach Peoples. Shout out to that staff, man. They is recruiting. You know what I'm saying? I would say recruiting. They are recruiting, you know what I'm saying, at a high-end level. And that's how you do it, man. And this going to be a dangerous team, man. Lord. I can't state it enough. Like, I'm so glad I'm covering them right now. Like, outstanding job. And like, they got a bowl game coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to land this type of talent and you got a bowl game, you prepare for that and prepare for Birmingham. And you got this portal open and you got your kids coming in with the 2025 class. It's a lot to juggle, y'all. It really is. But, man, I can't say it enough. If I had to get us a grade, because I know you're going to ask, I'm going to get this an A-. Yeah, like that's how good. I would say A, but I'm going to say A- because I want to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? When he comes there. Because I already know the dude's elite, but A-. This is a hell of a get. Hell of a get, man. So that's my reaction. That's my thoughts, man. Y'all heard it right here first, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, and share on TikTok, man. And I appreciate all y'all love and support, man. I'll see y'all soon.